Alright, so what I'm finna do now, I'm finna tinker with this bike, man. So, as y'all know, I did get a 3D printer like earlier this year. And so, I did get some new speakers about a couple weeks ago. So, the speakers go into the pods. So, they are the cicada horns. What I wanted to do, or what I needed to do to make sure that they sit flush, was put some speaker spacers. So I 3D printed some. See that? Like out of thin air. Out of thin air, we printed speaker spacers. 3D printing, bro. So many uses. So many uses. So in order to accommodate for those thicker spacers, I got some longer screws. We're gonna pop them in right quick and see how it sits. So to show y'all how it sits now, see, so I got my speaker in there, but as you can see, it's not flush. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna put a space on there. It's gonna bring it out just a little bit, but it's gonna allow us to put all 4 screws in there and make sure it's in there, it's secured, and all that good stuff. So let me grab my handy dandy little screwdriver here. Now it's only 2 screws in here, and these 2 screws have, I mean, they've held it down. I haven't felt like they was gonna come out or nothing, but definitely to make sure it's done right, I'll make sure it's gonna be in there, then we'll go from there. Alright, so you see that magnet there on the back, and then with this cicada, it also has a little what's the word I'm looking for? So let me unplug this right quick. Put that through there. All right, so it looked like with these speaker spacers, hell, it's only 2 holes that's gonna line up anyway. So let's see what we get. And just out of questionability, I'm gonna line up. Yeah, so those, my original screws definitely would have been too short. So like I said, these cheaper, or not cheaper screws, these longer screws that I got from Lowe's. should definitely get the job done. Alright, find one more screw here. All right. So at least two of the screws lined up, and they are like cat-a-corner to each other, so that should be good enough. But yeah, now that speaker spacer is on there, it's flush, it's holding the speaker in like it's supposed to. I don't anticipate any issues with any space between here. So I think it's good to go, man. I'll get the other side done, and that's it for this video. Real sweet, simple. Make it do what it do. If you need me to 3D print you something, let me know though. I got you. All right, so yeah, like I was saying, if you need one or you need a set 3D printer for you, man, let me know. I'll get you the price, and then yeah, go from there. But we're gonna go ahead and do this other side. Here. Now I do know, and like I said, the two screw, I mean, I never felt like it was gonna move with just the two screws, whatever, but I mean, I wanted it to be sitting flush, pretty much. So, yeah. And then, of course, if you are riding in inclement weather, like I don't want the water to get behind there and shit, you know what I mean? So all right, so hook those back up, and then that is something that I probably most definitely want to think about getting in the future. It was another set of these cicadas for the upper fairing, the horn style, man. Like I can, just doing these two lowers, I could tell the difference. But I also want to make sure, I also wouldn't mind, like I said, having all of mine on the up and up, same speakers, etc, etc. So Like I said, it's these two catty corner ones for me that line up. There's multiple holes, but for me, those just were the only two that lined up. All right. Get our handy dandy screwdriver here. Boom. And now. Okay, there we go. Boom, and now. So it's in there, and it's good to go. Good to go.
Camera recording.
I'm being recorded by myself. Oh, damn. I did. I did cut the antenna. So when I was installing the air, so when I was installing the radio or installing the air ride, so I gotta get my phone. So when I was installing the air ride, you know, I got it in, you know, up under there, there's a bracket where you install for your air compressor. So there's a bracket for the antenna, but my antenna on my bike is laid, when I bought it, it was laid to the frame. So it was like, okay, well, it don't really have no, you know, good reception there anyway. And then I was like, well, the bracket was kind of just hanging. I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna just cut the antenna wire, remove the bracket, and then I'll pull the antenna off later. Cause I don't listen to the radio anyway, which I don't, but for that little demonstration, I was just trying to show y'all the speakers, but the one time I didn't have my phone with me readily to show. So, all right, let's try this again. All right, it's being wonky this morning. Didn't want to cut off or cut back on or cooperate or do anything. like, what the hell is going on? That's not even all the way up.
Show around my friends, try to think some energy, it don't matter. I know you never moved on, you tried. I don't believe it, baby. I know you lied.
All right. That way we don't wake the neighbors up too early. It's like 9:30. Get y'all ass up. Saturday. Time to be productive. All right, man. Well, y'all have a great rest of your day, man. Put it down in the comments. What speakers are you running? Let me know what speakers are you running. Do you run lowers? I'm a believer in cicada now. So all my joint got to be cicada, and I just got to make sure that the amp that I got is able to push 4 of them. Which my partner said it should be able to. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, y'all. Till the next time. We out.